Are you a veteran with digestive issues? Well, some VA rating changes for you. Here, looking at a release from March 19, VA updates the disability rating schedule for digestive systems. Main things being looked at here: celiac disease, IBS, and hemorrhoids. Beginning May 19, celiac will be looked at, and the rating criteria will change from 0 to 30, and now will be looked at from 0 to 80%. That's a huge thing for those veterans to have that. They will also be looking at updating the rating criteria for IBS and look at now going from 0, 10, 30 to 10, 20, 30. Some veterans have 0, now you could have 10. And they're also breaking down the criteria with some more details as far as symptoms are concerned for IBS. Then finally looking at both internal and external hemorrhoids. The big difference here was that for mild to moderate hemorrhoids, you would get 0 rating, but now for more severe, you would get 10 or 20% rating. Now we're looking at mild or moderate will be qualified for a 10% evaluation. A few of the changes, there are many more. I'm going to go into more detail on my YouTube, same username, Veteran DP, breaking down the actual changes from the Federal Registry rundown you see here, symptoms and so forth. So a lot to unpack. That'll be a deeper dive. But one last point I wanted to hit here is this green part, which I want to zoom in to make sure because with all these pending changes, I know how veterans get scared. There will be no change to any veterans rating based solely on these updates. That's usually the language for any updates across the board. If you currently receive compensation for a service connected condition, you can apply for an increase, hemorrhoids IBS, for that compensation. A reduction in evaluation will only occur if there is an improvement in a disability sufficient to warrant a reduction under the former criteria. Keyword, the former criteria, not the new one. New things change. Will I get reduced? No. Only reduction on the old criteria, but you can apply for increase on new criteria. If your claim is pending by May 19, it will be considered under both the old and the new rating criteria, and whichever is more favorable to the veteran, zooming in, will be applied. Crazy concept. So again, old criteria, new criteria, whatever benefits the veteran, that's what will be used. This is the quick blurb on this update that's coming. I'm excited to jump into it because again, proposed changes are proposed until they get factored in. And when they do, there is a process that doesn't screw the veteran, sadly, as some would have you to believe, fearing. Continue the process, file your claim, tune in, go to YouTube for the breakdown into more detail, and we will continue the conversation. See you in the comments.